Well, we started this year with a campaign called What If One, which is really just celebrating the potential that each one of us have and looking at what our life could do. What if one reached out and touched another one, and then another one, and another one.
Each person has a life and we all get to live it, and we get to choose how we live it. And I think it's so powerful when we choose to live it for God.
Recently in church we've been teaching on the power of one. What if one church? What if one person? What if one cause?
It's impacted me personally, especially going to a larger church where there's lots of people all around and it's easy to get lost in the crowd, that you can make a difference in one person's life that will affect one person who can affect the next person who can affect the next person.
You know, I think sometimes when we think that what is the big scope of my life and what's the bigness of what I'm supposed to accomplish in a single day, it gets a little bit overwhelming. But I think when we wake up every single day and say, God, what can I, me being one, do today to change the world, all of a sudden it seems doable that if I do my part and you do your part and we all do our part, something really, really significant happens, and there's something about that catalyst and that synergy that happens when we join together, and it makes it simple, doable, and I know with God involved, we can't help but change the world.
I love the idea of, the what if one concept, the idea of one person touching one life. It's not rocket science. You kind of know what to do. You get into the presence with amazing worship like we have here, just being changed and having had that encounter with God. You can't go wrong. You get close enough to God and He gives you His heart for others. And so that's what we're seeing here. I love the fact that that's what this is based around. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it happen in the church.
The kids have really grasped the concept of one. They've been bringing out their friends to church and kids have been getting saved, and it's really exciting to see how just one child can impact the world. It's not one adult or one grown-up, it's one person. It's very cool how just one life can affect so many.
The youth ministry at our church is called Wildfire, and it is the best Friday night in the world.
Wildfire Youth is one of the most exciting and impactful ministries that we have here at Victory Christian Center.
Besides being a worship leader, I get the amazing privilege and fun experience of serving our youth, and it is the best part of my life.
Pretty much Wildfire is just a bunch of kids getting together, having as much fun as we possibly can, and just worshiping God with all their hearts.
At our last Wildfire Youth Conference, we had just a bunch of our teenagers from our church and our community just come and have a blast for like 3 days and just get some good teaching and amazing worship. And at this past one, I just felt that we kind of moved away from like the cliquey part of how teenagers can have this group and that group and that group.
The reason that we do Wildfire is basically just to change kids' lives. We see them go from a place where they're far away from God to a place where they're close to God within just a few weeks.
I just remember one night when I was in worship personally, I just had my hands raised and we were all in this amazing time of worship, and I just really felt God say to me, are you ready to see growth in your youth? And ever since then, our youth has just exploded. We've seen our numbers grow more and more each week, and hearts grow more and more each week, and kids get saved each week, and it's just been amazing.
God, we just believe right now for lives changed, for the harvest to come in, people's lives saved, and Father, that their future is decided for you, God.
We're doing a sound check now. Is that cool?
Yeah, we're doing yay, but it's got to be really late. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, yay!
In love you stood for me, every nail a sign that I am free.
One of the coolest parts about filming this album was that we asked all the youth to come up to the front. And a part for me that made me get a little emotional was the fact that the people right in front of me were girls that I have seen grow in God so much, and just to see their hearts poured out for God, and just to see them as much of a part of that album recording as we are as a music team. It's not just us, it's every single person in our church has had a part in this. And that's the beautiful thing about church.
When we started the What If One campaign at our church, I just felt like I was living a brand new faith, because it just gave me a revelation on the fact that my life could change hundreds of lives, and one life walking in this door getting changed could impact a generation.
Being the worship pastor and really getting to learn and teach the team about the concept of What If One has made a huge difference too, because I think a lot of times when you're part of a big team, you think, I am just one. I am just a bass player, I am just a background vocalist, but really realizing that as they come and as they are faithful to give, their one turns into something so much more.
This past year at Victory Christian Center has been absolutely amazing. I, for one, have grown personally and have seen so many people in our church grow spiritually, grow their friendships, grow in worship, and it has overflowed into our youth, it has overflowed into our women's ministry and the conferences that we put on. So it's just been amazing to see us as a worship team get to be a part of all of that.
A lot of songs, I think, came out of that idea, that concept of the church being one, and there was this moment where I was like, I would really like to write a song about that, and I think that's where Revolution came from. Actually, I know it's where it came from. It was just the concept of crying out for like God to redeem our land, but at the same time understanding that it took me to do it.
So I'm going to play you the song I Have a Hardest Time Writing a Fast Song, and I tried, and I feel like I might have been close, so.
Gosh, you remind me a lot of me. Balladeer. It's so easy to write the slow, worshipful ones.
Balladeer, is that what they call them?
Ballerina? Balladeer. Ballerina.
Okay, so this is very... I'll just play the song and then I'll tell you what I think it's going to sound like, okay? So this is the very beginning. No laughing, no crying. Okay, here we go. In this whole world, you're the light that shines, bringing all new life, leaving all behind too. You're what we're living for. Yeah, I'm crying out for redemption's hands, for the hearts of many, healing plan to come. And we're so open, and all the earth will sing. Bring glory to our King. So come on, this is a revolution. Come on, this is a time for action. Live life loud to be the answer. Come on, Jesus is the answer. Yeah, this soul.
One life we're living.
One voice singing. One cause, standing for you.
Come on, it's the revolution.
Come on, this is a time for action. Live life loud. Come on, it's time to be the answer. Come on, this is a revolution. Come on, this is a time for action. Live life loud, be the answer. Come on, it's time to be the answer.
Revolution's a pretty big word, really bold and really powerful to sing about.
We are serving one God with one purpose, and that is to bring a living Jesus to a dying world, and by serving our community and doing whatever it takes. And by this album, I believe personally, my dream is to see it go across Canada and just to impact churches all over Canada, all over our city, and all over the world.
With one life we're giving. With one voice we're singing. For one cause we're standing for you. We'll say, with one life we're giving. With one voice we're singing. For one cause we're standing for you. With one life we're giving. With one voice we're singing. For one cause we're standing for you.
And I love the fact that a company of people can provide a platform for dreams to be fulfilled, for music to come forth, and to take it into a world that needs hope. And it all starts with one.
Just one. And that's the revolution. I love the song. It is a revolution to recognize the difference that one life can make, one voice can make, and one cause can make, especially when you put it together with a whole company that have the same one life, one voice, one cause.
Are you ready, church? Come on, this is the revolution.